Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. I did notice in the last two videos that the sound was really quiet, so hopefully this is actually a bit louder. With that being said, you might actually hear my cat in the background purring right next to me at the moment, so I think he's excited as I am to activate the funding for these two Tradeify accounts. So I mentioned in my last couple of videos, once I got my payouts from Tradeify and Top 1 Futures, that I will be looking to scale up with Tradeify. So I did end up getting 4 more evaluations, the select evaluations with Tradeify, and I just tried to focus on passing them as quickly as possible. The thing with these accounts is that the consistency needs to be less than 40%. So this is on the 50k, so you need to make no more than $1,000 in a day, otherwise the profit target will increase. So I just made sure that I didn't make more than 1,000 in a day. I actually did, which then meant that I needed to lose some money on the day. So what I ended up doing was just getting in and out of positions. So yeah, I managed to sort that out in the end, and yeah, we're gonna activate the funding. So what I've planned to do, I am still kind of like thinking maybe with these two, if I do pass them, I might go for the daily payout. But right now, anyway, for these two, I'm just going to go for the 5-day payout as I have already with this one. You can see also that this is in some profit. I won't go too deep into this one, but I've had a bit of an issue. I don't know if anyone else has had this, but you're supposed to have what does it show it? Yeah, okay, days with at least 150 profit. So let's see. This was the last day that we had before the payout. So this is the first day, so that counts as one winning day, over 150. Took a loss, over 150. This day is exactly 150 on the dot. I ended up having I think it was about $145 in my first trade. So I just took a little trade to just try and get it to 150. I managed to close it, and then after fees I realized it was just 150. So I just thought, let me just leave it there instead of having to try and trade again and then potentially messing things up. But it hasn't counted as a winning day because it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 winning days. But it only shows us 3. So I've been in touch with the support. They told me to wait an extra day just to see if it would fix things, so I'm just going to get in contact with them again. But that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to give a bit of an update on where we're kind of at. So hoping to get another payout soon, potentially even today if I can rectify that. But the reason we're here now is to activate the funding on these two. So pretty cool. I like the graphics and stuff. It kind of gamifies things, and I am a gamer by heart. I don't know whether it's a good thing for trading to gamify things, but I think it's a cool concept nonetheless anyway. But I'm going to go for the flex. So click on that, and there we go, get our funded certificate, and I'll download that later from the main man himself, Brett Simba, and we'll do it for this one as well. I don't know if I mentioned, but I managed to complete it in 3 days, so it's as quick as you can do it. I just try to go really aggressive with these ones. So obviously I've made an okay amount, so 2,000 over the last week from payouts. So I just thought I'm gonna put in just over $400 into accounts, and luckily, maybe not luckily, but thankfully we've managed to pass 2 of these anyway. So we'll click on flex once again, and there we go. So Brett Simba, thank you very much. Now we do have 3 funded accounts, so hopefully I'll get the login, and hopefully that'll be ready to go on Tradeify. I'm just on my other screen to see if it updates on here with the other accounts. It has already actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, already has on Tradeify. I'll just quickly show that there. So we've got our 5 accounts here. So the 2 evals, which I've done as a group trade here, and now we've got our 3 funded. So the way I'm kind of thinking about I'm going to trade this is I've currently got 4 funded accounts. So what I'll do is I'll split them up into 2 and 2, and then oh, I just had an alarm going off there. So I'm going to have 4 funded accounts, 1 with top 1 futures, and then the 3 currently here. I'll split them up into 2 and 2. So I'll be trading 2 fundeds at a time and separate trades. Another thing I didn't mention actually, with these 2 accounts, I was group trading these 2, and then I was group trading these 2. So just kind of like splitting up my risk in a sense, and taking different trades. I think eventually I'll get to the point where I just like maybe copy trade like larger batches, and maybe looking into the softwares and stuff to be able to do it. But just at the moment, all I need to do really is to have 2 tabs open of Tradeify, and then I can trade on 2 separate like brokers, or like 2 separate prop firms, or copy trading. So the way that I did it, for example, was with these evals, I'd group trade it, and then also have another tab open of like a different account that I wanted to trade. So I was group trading my 2 evaluations with 1 funded, and now I'm going to be doing 2 fundeds, and then I'll just copy trade these 2 evals with 1 set of those 2 fundeds, and then take it from there. Hopefully we get this payout soon. I'm not really that close on the top 1 futures one. I didn't take as many trades on that, but let's just quickly get into it. Just opening it up on another tab. But I took a loss on the 10th. I don't know why I've got a loss here. I might have had an open order by accident. I'll have to actually look into that. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I was actually up yesterday. That was the first time I've seen that. Oh, thank goodness it was a lot smaller than it could have been. I think, yeah, given the volatility that we had yesterday, I think I had orders in and I just didn't close it out. Or like a resting order. I'm just going to open it up now and have a look. You probably hear me scrolling, but I can't see. I don't know if they show from yesterday. I'll have to go into it and have a look then, but I was a little bit up on this account. So that's another thing with Tradeify. I'm still trying to get a bit better with it, is that when I place an order, let's say for example I wanted to sell here, I then put like the buy stop here and then a sell stop down here for my take profit. But then what happens is if it ends up hitting take profit and then you don't close out and it ends up coming up here, this will then get executed. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame on that. Alright, it's not the end of the world, but here's what it is. So I guess basically roughly about break even since the last payout for the week. So I currently need to get to 27,800 to be able to get a payout on this, so it's 1.3 thousand away. I kind of like worked it out that I didn't really want to be making more than 300, so I had a 270 win the other day. So to kind of stay under the consistency for this, so I'll probably just keep playing it out that way, and yeah, take it from there. But yeah, hopefully we get to pass these 2 accounts, maybe even today. It is possible to do today because we are within 1,000. So of course, if you don't make any more than 1,000 in a day, then you stay under the consistency. This will be a 4-day pass if we manage to complete it today, which would be great. But another thing I wanted to mention is once I get another payout, then I will probably purchase some more accounts as well. Haven't really decided just yet. Maybe Alpha Futures, but I know that they're making their own platform similar to Top Steps. So I might wait until they do that. Perhaps they'll probably have like a promo whilst they're doing that, because they want lots of new people coming over, I suppose, to that. So I'll probably wait for that. Maybe like a different firm. I'm seeing a lot about like Lucid, so I'm gonna look into them a little bit more. Maybe take Profit Trader. So yeah, we'll check those things out. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a great trading week, and I'll catch you all in the next video. I think you might be able to hear my cat snoring in the background next to me. But yeah, take care. I thought I'd add this last little bit in regarding the loss I just mentioned on the Top 1 Futures account that I just didn't recognise. It wasn't actually a trade, because it was today. I haven't even placed any trades today, so it shouldn't be there. So I actually got in touch with the support, and they have just said that it is a known synchronization issue between Tradeify and the dashboard. So it wasn't actually a trade, it's just an issue, like it's just coming up here for some reason. So they said not to trade the account until it has been resolved, so I'm just going to leave it as is. But yeah, I thought I'd just add that in, because that was like really worrying to me. I had no idea what I just saw. It was the first time I just opened up the account today. It just didn't really make any sense. I couldn't find any orders for it on Tradeify, so it just didn't make any sense. But yeah, once again, you probably hear my cat in the background snoring. But yeah, catch you in the next video.